to the next dimension.
Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Razer Death Adder, a optical gaming mouse, and I've had it for quite a long time, and that's how I like to do my reviews. I like to put this first off. I like to have a lot of experience with my product before I go and do a review with this. I've had this mouse for approximately 8 to 10 months. I've clocked up thousands of hours with this, and I know how it feels, how it works, and its pros and cons. And definitely there's a lot more pros and cons in this mouse, and that's what I want to talk about today. That if you're in need of a gaming mouse, if you have a Microsoft one, Razer Death Adder is the way to go. Not just because it's a really good mouse, it's because it's a very affordable mouse. Especially for the fact that I picked this up at $60 8 months ago, when you can get, worse mouses at an even higher price. It's just not worth it to spend that extra money and get nothing, when you can go to a mouse like this and go and get some really good products. Now, I'm going to go and justify my claims. Justify my claims. The first thing is, this mouse has a 3500 dpi resolution, which means dots per inch if you guys don't know. Basically, it's how sensitive, how responsive this mouse is, and that is extremely high. Of course, it's not the highest. The 2013 edition of this mouse has a 6400, which is absolutely insane. But still, for gaming mice, this is really nice. It also has a 3.5G infrared laser, and you'll be thinking, laser, whoa, laser, is this optical, is this, a laser mouse? It's an optical mouse, and people be saying optical mouse, they're gonna put this baby aside. Nah, I don't want an optical mouse because I know optical mouse are bad. That's not true. That's not true in the extent of what majority of people will be thinking. They'll be thinking they have had some bad experiences with optical mice, but this is an exception to the rule, a very big exception to the rule. This compares with laser mouses on such a high level. Doesn't matter if it's optical, it's still really good. And such, the performance of this mouse is fantastic. It's responsive. When you go and click stuff, it's gonna go click. When you want to move, it's gonna go move. You can feel the difference in comparison to a cheap $10 mouse you're gonna go and find at your school or something like that. There's a massive difference, not just in the performance, but in the comfort and the aesthetics, which is also extremely good. If you're going to go to a mate's place and you're going to bring your mouse, you don't want something that's a bit shoddy. You busted out Microsoft's mouse. He's going to be saying, what are you doing to that? You're a true gamer? And you'd be like, no, I've got this babe. I've got this Death Adder right here. Because the Death Adder has some really good looks behind it. As you can see, has a very nice comfort factor. Has a very nice sleek factor behind it. Got some lights here. Very cool. It's got buttons as well. It would be nice if, one complaint I have to say, the button down here is just a little bit hard to get in the heat of battle. You may press the top button accidentally or something along those lines. These buttons right here are sometimes just slightly hard to access, but that's, still pretty okay. And along with the other complaint I have is the fact there's dirt getting along here, but dirt and grime, but it's something you can easily clean out, and the majority of mice have this problem. But going along with that, has that very sleek look, along with this braided cable. I'll put it up to the thing here if you guys can possibly see. Has a braided cable which ain't gonna rip. You can pull this as hard as you can, and boom, nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna stay. I've used it for quite a while. It has not gone and failed me. Also has gold-plated USB ports, which is a nice touch there. Got some extra quality. Now, Razer initially went with their own Death Adder software, but they've gone and incorporated it with the Synapse 2.0 software, which is absolutely fantastic. It does everything you want, including macros. If you're a macro guy or girl, whatever, if you like your macros, this is a great mouse. Obviously, there isn't too many buttons. You've got 1, 2, you've got the scroll up, you've got the scroll down, you've got the right click. That's all you can really function, in comparison to other mouses where you've got like 15 buttons along here, but for FPS gamers, you don't need too many, so it's okay. It still has the macros if you really want it. Now, that's all I really got to say about this mouse. In game, it works like a charm. It's absolutely fantastic. Hasn't failed me. I have not been misclicking at all. It's a really genuinely good mouse, and I definitely go and suggest it if you're out for a beginner level mouse. If you want a higher one, this is still pretty good. I think I'm a pretty, addicted gamer, as you could say, and I still use this one rather than something that's more expensive because I know this is a quality product. Again, I said this was $60 at my local EB Games. It's now $52, the 2013 edition from my local MSY, my discount tech shop. So you can get these online, maybe $35, $40. That's very good. So definitely go and check this out. I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5, definitely. Bye for now, it's Undercover Dudes, all the way from Down Under.